Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Alckemy. We are going to be doing some drum and bass production slash sound design today. I do have a couple of quick play spells to get through, and we're just going to bang those out. And then I will start to get into the drum production with Superior Drummer. Just try to get some grooves and stuff and make some basses and get a main idea started, see how far we get. I think that we're here. We might be here, but let me play this, and I think that's where we'll start, and then we'll just go from there. Because I remember one of these, I was talking about doing some drum work on this stuff, but we'll see. I honestly don't remember. This is cool though. Yeah. Hey, Viral Beats. Yeah, we're doing drum and bass today. Cool. Koala Jam. Mi duele I don't know what that means. English, please. Next up, we got Fudge again. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I want to see that develop further. HHL, loud. Hey, it's all good, man. That's why the VODs are there too. But I'm doing okay. How are you? And if anybody's wondering what we're opening up with, every day that I go live, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, usually around this time, sometimes an hour or two before, sometimes an hour ahead or later, but afternoons, I guess, Pacific Standard Time. These are everyday quick play spells, so you can join the Discord and submit a 15-second or less idea, and as long as it's safe for work and you know, not offensive and not not insane, then I'll play your little idea out. Let me start over. Your little idea out before I get the actual stream started. So next up we have Crazy Wabbit. You guys should go follow them on YouTube. They do lots of gear stuff. Kind of refreshing. Also Koala Sampler. Oh no. What happened to the tempo delay? Oof. Yeah. Cool. So let's get some stuff going on here. I'm not going to waste any more time. And not that listening to your stuff is a waste of time, but just as a means of getting the ball rolling and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do today as far as drum and bass goes, but we'll see what comes out. And I'll at least get to the drums and do some stuff like that. Hey, ISO, what's up? How are you? So I'm going to start off by building a groove. We'll just start there, and then we'll start to vary it off of that. Hey, Rhea. Ah, damn, just missed it. Oh, sorry. I'll get you next time. So what I'm doing now is just making a just making a loop pattern, kind of like this. And then what I might do as well is put one there as well. And then maybe we can put that on every other one. And then I think what we want to do is we'll go back to the hats here in a second, but I'm just going to focus on the overheads and build this up. Here we go. Hey, bro, did you get some sleep? I passed out way earlier than usual. So like after your show, I went to Zayaku's show on Saturday, everyone, which you all should go check him out. He also streams on YouTube now as well. But after your show, like I got like an hour of sleep. And then Sunday, I just like, I almost slept the entire, yesterday and today, I slept almost the entire day. I was just like, fuck, man. I don't know, I couldn't sleep. But the reason why I'm making drum and bass today is because I went to your show and I'm like, man, I really need to be making some fucking drum and bass. So shopping with the girls right now, but I'll have to swing by again later. Yeah, dude, come by anytime. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, we need to make this a little bit longer. Or actually, this isn't being triggered. Okay, sweet. Let's focus on the ambience. This is Superior Drummer. But what I have is this template that sends everything out into, it goes into a drum bus, and then it goes into individual audio channels. That's the kicks, snare, hats, toms, cymbals, overheads, and the ambiences. So I have control over pretty much everything. Let's go shaper table and maybe do something fucked up with this. There we go. Just make it kind of noisy. Hey Stern, what's up? crazy. All right, so we'll do like a master EQ. And then I'll just grab that. Subdued D&B today? Yeah, we're gonna do some D&B today. Now I'm gonna show you all one of my favorite tricks. We're gonna do a vocoder. I mean a vocoder. Can't type. So we're gonna grab a replacer. We're gonna go audio receiver. And then we're gonna turn this down, grab a segments. And set this to be really short. Set the audio receiver to the drum bus and go into drum bus master and go into effect chains, go to replacer, replacer out. I did that incorrectly. Replacer, replacer out. Oh, that's because I did audio receiver. I'm supposed to do note receiver. I was like, what? Note receiver. There we go. Drum bus master, replacer, replacer. And then now, there we go. And we need to set this to the volume. And now we've basically created clicks that gives us really clean there we go. So if we double this now, we need to set the hole to be very short. Okay, just kind of fucking with this and trying to get some other cool lines for this. And I kind of like that because it's a little bit more wet. But you see, like, we've created a secondary kind of like hat line or whatever. And I like doing that because it's just something that you can use as an extra layer for, what's it called? Percussion. I always wondered how to make those super techie hats. That's really cool. Thanks. Yeah. That's just one way to do it, but... So now what I'm going to do is variate this just a little bit. Just kind of spend some time doing this and just make different versions of, you know, hat rolls and all that. So triggering a segments with notes, which controls the volume. Well, you need a replacer to make it trigger notes. Because I work in audio for the most part, so I'm like, all right, how do I introduce, you know, how do I introduce that back in there? Wait, hold up. That last one? Oh, I don't have that set up. Fuck. That little like roll on that was really cool. Let me see if I can grab that. I think it was this. Because I didn't hear it again after the first go, but there was a nice shuffle in there that I was like, yeah, that's yeah. Cool. And all this stuff too, like it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just like I'm just surfing for ideas, you know. Just kind of trying to get different things to start to work together. Why am I in footstep mode? Can I set this to off? Oh no, it's not on. I wonder, don't you have a fat amount of templates already, like hi-hat generator template EC? Yo, thanks, Luis. Yeah, but this is a little bit different because it's more physical. But this is like a superior drummer project template. And the reason why it's in a project is because of the routing that we have on this. And it's something that I tweak every once in a while. But the point of it is to be able to take the superior drummer and route the individual tracks out to audio. You can do it in, what's it called? You can do it in just the lanes. Oh my God, Ian. In the outputs of this, but the problem is that if you bounce in place, so like let's say I wanted to do this, right? And then let me get a kick and snare in here. I can grab all of these and hit J, and then it will just bounce all the stems out together. Whereas if you did that in Superior Drummer, it would give you everything at once. How do you enable this recording thing on top? This is rolling sampler. This is not built within Bitwig, although it looks like it belongs to Bitwig, but this is a third-party thing. Is that my kick? It is. Oh, that's probably because I still have all this stuff on. Yeah. For the measly price of $19.99, you too can... Now, I am curious, why is it... Why is it doing that? Is there something on the master here? Oh, duh. Nah, I just, I took the low end out. That works. We are going to layer this with another kick, though. So the other audio receiver trick on this is that you can actually... use this to trigger a kick. So this is how and this is part of the reason why I do it this way, but I can put an electronic kick on top of this. And so now we have something that... And then we just need to mix them. So we can take like the low end energy and use the high-end energy of this. There's different ways to do it, but or we can do a mix of both. So like that sounds pretty cool. So dang, I guess people really don't like watching drums come together. That's all right. I'm going to be doing this shit even if nobody's here. Okay, so now that we have that, I want to color this. So we're going to go mid-side. Nothing's on here? Really? Dude, if I had somebody back when I was learning to like walk me through all this shit, like I would have.
Recording to logbook.
Thanks, Sleepy. Yeah, I would have eaten this shit up. Let's grab some distortion here. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Let's go bit crusher. Got ourselves a nice little kick. Let's go to the snare. Yeah, we're doing some DMB today. I would just make the drums in like Polymer or something, but I haven't used this template in a while, and I just wanted to make sure that I remembered how to do it. I like... I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. What? What is this? Maybe that's just a template that I used or something. First things first, I'm going to... change the pitch of this. And and then manipulate this a little bit. I know it's super quiet. Just give me a sec. Okay, we're going to add one more here, and this is going to be the smack. And the reason why it's so quiet is because by the time it gets through all of the processing, it's going to bring everything back up. So let's pull this back up a little bit. Pull this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we can work with this. Grab a frequency shifter and move this up a bit. I actually like that. The way that the frequency shifter moved that into phase, because like I don't know if you can like listen to this. Do you hear how there's more of a clicky thing on top now? So I'm not gonna fucking touch it. It sounds fine. I'll pitch it whenever it's time to do that. That was unintended. I just noticed that it did that. Yeah, now we're distorting the sine wave too hard, and that's why it sounds like that. Sounds better without it. Let's try a fuse compressor instead, maybe. It just sounds ugly. Yeah, sometimes like putting compressors on snares like this that have such a heavy fundamental is not the way to go. Just because it can sometimes lead you to... Yeah, I think we're good on that. Maybe I want just a little bit more high end or something, but and then we'll put reverb on it when we actually start mixing it. But that's pretty good. Sorry, what was I just talking about? Yeah, sometimes you don't want to compress snares whenever they're smashed like this, just because you start to eat the dynamics of it and it can pull away from it having the brightness to it. And I've realized that sometimes just using stuff like EQ, like I don't know what it is, but the EQ plus, hey Fudge, for drum design on Bitwig guys is it, because this isn't really like a mixing EQ. This is more of a color EQ to me. Like listen to this without it. Listen to it with. Hold on, let me take this off because I know that's part of the sound, but even with just boosting the high end, there's still that really nice like crispiness that's added that can sometimes sound almost like, I wouldn't say an OTT, but it does make the presence of it a lot brighter. Well, I think it's a good thing because it just works. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cycle through some of these other snares. That one actually sounded the best to me. That had the brightest pop. And that's one thing that you need to be mindful of whenever you're sorry, I'm not trying to turn this into a lesson, but just because I have so many people here and you're probably curious about this, you need to be mindful whenever you have devices on here that there's a phase shift. And sometimes if you're using something like Superior Drummer and you're not making it hit the same every time, that you're going to get small, different expressions of the sound. I kind of like that. Maybe back at the other one. Like just the white noise blast can sometimes be kind of helpful. And I do want to get at least like one super resonant. So maybe to do that, I have this LFO tool here basically. And what this is a note receiver, and you can see that this is changing or controlling the sound of this. If I turn this off, see it has all of that tail. But if you turn it back on, then we have the segments that's controlling the... That's still a bit much, but if I were to just move this over here just a little bit. Here. And so something else that we can do is this is a really gentle slope. We can make this a lot more aggressive, and the metallic stuff is going to sit in this region. So sometimes just pulling this back up can... Well, I made my point, but it sounds like shit. Just a little bit. Then we can move this to the fundamental. And move this downward. And so even though I don't like that, we can kind of mess with that until we find what we're looking for. Let's just take that one. So the last thing that I'm going to do with this, just for fun, because like I said, I don't have an idea and I don't know what I'm going to be using. We can use the grid. And within this, we can create a feedback system here, which is not something that you have to do, but you can go into a long delay. Turn this down. Blend. Put this back in. And this will kind of send into itself. Is it just me or it sounded like multiple hits on a drum? I don't know. And so with this, we can use an EQ now to blend this with the original signal. It's not giving me what I want, but I think I just need to distort it a bit, and that will start to give us the pre-ringing. Let's go for push. So be careful with this, because this can be really dangerous. See? I'm going to use an EQ2 instead. Just turn this off. Yeah, you can see that this is still floating here, but this will allow us to have a resonance that will... Now we can send that through a comb. And what we'll do is we'll move this all the way over to the other side. Frequency shift this. Just get like some artificial and turn it down. It's interesting. There we go. Okay, so now that we're starting to get a little bit more of the tone. What happened? It was just there. Okay. The fast way to do this, because sometimes this can be, I've tried this in a lot of different ways, but what you could always do is just grab a convolution like this. Find a snare that has a metallic tone. I have a bunch of these somewhere. Something like this. I'm sorry, guys. Dude, where are my snares? There we go. Let's use that. And all you have to do is just layer this. So you go, okay. You might want to take out the low end, but there you go. So it is a bit redundant since we're using Superior Drummer, and then I just showed two different ways, but if you don't have Superior Drummer, then there's your other two options. Okay, so if you look right here, there's a lateness to that, so we need to fix that. Nice. And then the last thing that I'm going to do before I move on into the other thing is, no, not that, is where it, here it is. Wait. So on this, yeah, I'm just going to make this a little bit shorter. we go. And now we've got a few different options to choose from. And this is how I make my drums. So we'll get out of this now. I don't need to save it because I didn't really change anything about it. We can go into a new, go 172. And I'm just going to drag everything that we did today into this. And now we've kind of got everything that we needed for making a drum and bass loop. And then we can go through the other processing as well. But what I'll most likely do is just start with the two. So we'll find a fundamental. So I want to turn that off. That drives me crazy. Interesting. Yeah, well, let's take that one. So we do want to make it a little bit shorter. And that's one of the biggest things that I've learned. I'm over here talking like I'm an expert in drum and bass, but I'm really not. These are just things that I've noticed. Jump up. No. But yeah, for some reason, I'm curious. This is, oh, probably because the import of this is not picking up as the original tempo. 81.71. No. 82. 85. 86. I think I usually balance this at 86. Okay. Doesn't matter. What we'll do instead, we'll just go quantize audio. And then just go 1/8. Because I didn't really move anything off grid anyway, so. And then we can just do something like set this into repitch mode. I'm going to go right click all of this and go slice and place. Beat grid 1/16. Just grab them all and make them really short. There will be a point where I'll start getting into this and my narration will slow down, but because we're still kind of at the beginning stages of this, it's not that big of a deal. But if anybody has any questions on whatever it is that I'm doing, feel free to ask, okay? Because I tend to check out sometimes. Still too long. I really just want this to be like super techy, so that way I have more space, negative space to work with. There we go. We can move this other stuff in here now and just start to see if we can get a relationship going with the groove. So. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool neurofunk groove. It's kind of sick, actually. I'm going to use a cheat code here from Yum Audio. Probably their best plugin, to be honest, but it's basically Beats Mode, but in a plugin. Thanks. If I'm looking for suggestions, I'll definitely ask. So many dogs outside barking. And we can kind of just have fun with getting lost in the groove now. Maybe I'll just leave this open. So you use that transient shaper. I need to get a better one. The phase plant one is so sharp. Are you in Bitwig? I just used the Bitwig one. I think the transient shaper in kilohertz is fine. You have to, it just doesn't behave how you expect. Now there's this like shuffle here. Hey Jimmy, what's up? That I can't remember where it is, but it doesn't have in-house. I think it's this one. Oops. No, fuck. So we can take that and then we can make that super techy and just place it like kind of like there. And then we can just kind of replace these in some cases. Because there's only 4 of these or a few hits, I can just do this and move this over a little bit. Because what I want to do with this is just make it like super duper tight and probably pitch it up. See, so now we actually have a nice shuffle. Articulate. What DAW are you in, Fudge? Yeah, I think the kilohertz one is fine. I that would probably be it. Just because I would say that like transient shaper is what you want to do last. So like it's not just like you put a drum thing on it and then you go transient shaper. Like that's like the last thing that I would ever do. And that's actually one of the common mistakes that I did when I was learning how to make drums. Like through EQ and saturation, you should be able to get wait. So if I had to break down making a good transient in 3 steps, it would be a good pitch bend for their fundamental, saturation, and then using an EQ, depending on what you're making. I honestly try not to use, I try to use as little compression as possible when it comes to drums. That's just something that I picked up from Cage. Personally, like, and these are just the kinds of drums that I make, and so if these seem any good to you, then that's just drawing upon my experience. But yeah, I do try to use, I often go for more saturation than anything else. Hello. Another little hack that you can do is you can use ring mods like this. Cool. So now we can throw this stuff into the proper placement. I love how colorful this is. Like, they just, yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Nah, not like that, anyways. Probably end up having to turn the drums down just because of how aggressive those are. But I mean, it works. More cow though. Okay, so let's get some other shit in here now. Um, do I ever have drum peaks hitting not at zero, or do I turn down everything but the transients? Hey, what's up, Grim? Hmm. Do, do, do. Been lifing too hard, no time to have fun. Oh, it's all good, man. Congrats on your release, by the way. Grim got a release on Saturate as of recent. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, I actually like that riff. That's pretty cool. Little bouncy trap beat. Do, 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 do. So what I'll do is I think that if we just have the MIDI of that, then we could do quite a bit with it. Well, I'm sure that what I could do instead is what is this in? D sharp So I'll just get phase plant in here. And okay, I know what it is. You know what it is. Oh, that's in C sharp or D flat. Excuse me. Brr. Okay, so let me just get this in. To um hello. Uh okay, so that's just a okay. Now we'll just make all of this a little bit higher. Cool. Okay, so now that we at least have the melody in here, um we can start to fuck around with different versions of this, which I like this melody, and I'm probably not going to use it as the main section, but it can be just something that gives us a frame of reference to start building other material off of. And because we have something musical, it makes everything a lot easier to kind of like follow suit. This is just my favorite like bass line, so I always go like dum 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 like a dotted rhythm. I can't hear that. The fucking air conditioner. So irritating. Why does that sound so quiet still? Probably because of the sidechain. I was like, where's the fundamental? It was driving me crazy. I mean, maybe something that we could do is just pitch this up by an octave. Because it has a cool timbre, but we can just... That's actually pretty cool. Maybe we can create like a rolling bass line with this. Just do something like that. Maybe something like that. Still can't hear that. The sidechain of this is is why it's crushing like that. There we go. It's pretty nice. kind of curious as to what's making it do that, but whatever. We can still, I can always bounce this to audio and then figure out how to fix that later. Because I want it to be like, doo-doo. Might be kind of cool to put like a chorus over this or something, and then we'll mix it in. I guess it was the sidechain. That the ring mod sidechain, I don't know how I feel about that being on drum and bass stuff because like it's just so oppressive with how hard it pumps it. I might go back to just using the other way of doing it. So I'm just kind of filling this up with different sounds now and just trying to see if there's a hook or something that I can come up with. Those are pretty cool. So dope. Let's see. Yeah, these are moving a little bit slow, so maybe what I'll do is bounce out some more, but try to make this a little bit faster. I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. It's more of the mid highs that I'm trying to evoke out of this because like they're subbing this, but you can't really, you're not gonna be able to hear it over the drums. Dude, what the fuck? Bruh. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, maybe if I add some pitching to it. Why is the top end of that so harsh now, though? That was kind of cool. Let's try some other ones. Crazy. Some interesting phrases in there. Let me try doing something that maybe doesn't have as many kicks. Like, this is one idea for sure, but I can take this and try to make something maybe a little bit more minimal. And that's kind of where we are today. Is I'm just in like playland of being like, all right, where do I want to take this, and what do I want to do? So I apologize, the track isn't coming together as fast as sometimes it does. But drum and bass is also really hard for me to write. And I think the best way to do this is to actually just start with the percussion again. So we can kind of just put this all back in and just create a different groove. So like even that's a big difference, which is kind of nice. Personal preference to write drum and bass at halftime? Yeah, it makes zero difference. Let's try putting that here. Let's make these two play off of each other. This does have a little bit of track delay, but let me put this a little bit more on. And now that I think about it, dude, God, God damn it. I'm just gonna kind of have a core here of like more minimal and less shit going on for the groove. Let's see what this does. Hmm. Let's put this in here. Shit's loud. Let's pitch this down a couple semitones. There we go. Now we have a little bit more space. All right. Let me see some of these other patches that I have. I think one thing that I always have trouble with balancing is like how to get the basses and stuff to be more up front. And I think that really the only way to do that is to like turn the drums down. That's pretty cool. Maybe we can splice together something here. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm gonna just create fades on these so that way that click doesn't pop up. It's driving me crazy. Okay, Neutron. I know, right? I make drum and bass sometimes. It's just hard. Straight up. It's kind of cool, actually. We can do like a switch up right here. I like this, but it's not. It's a bit much. And why is there so? Maybe it's because of the loud split. I guess too much tail. Oh, thanks, man. I'm just kind of fucking around and seeing if I can get anything cool. Let me see if I can send this into like a filter or something to get like a cool movement or something. That was kind of cool. Where was that? This little guy. We can take something like that and put that through here as well. And I don't want to make it too busy, but take something like that and put reverb over it. It's kind of cool. Oh, wait, wait. Some of this stuff that's like a little bit more techie is kind of cool too. So I think if I can introduce some of these hits or whatever, just like tastefully, then maybe we can find something that would be of interest to what I want to do. But now that we're kind of doing this, I don't want it to be too busy. Like, somewhere around there could be cool. And for one, turn this way down. Maybe if I can do like a really large mid side on that, just make that have like some really nice contrast. Kind of cool. We can mute this, and what I can do to get some other interesting stuff is turn on the pedal routing and grab this, and then we can send this into the what's it called? Gotta zoom out here, but maybe see if that updates. It's not working. I really like this webcam, but the software on it is just kind of ass. It just, you know what I mean? It forces it back into whatever. Can I at least pan it? No. What if I turn the camera off for now? And then let me see if I can adjust that. Bruh. All right. Sorry. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. But I'm going to send this into the, yeah, that works. Let's check the latency. But yeah, I'm going to send this into the microcosm and just get some texture. That's sick. Some cool texture that we can use. Lots of interesting stuff in there for sure. I wish that I just wish that this wasn't in mono. That's pretty cool. Seriously, stop. 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 No, get down. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we can take some of this and start to see if anything else is interesting through here. Huh. I heard one sound in here that I was like, that's badass. That's pretty cool. And then something else that I think that I want to do on here is get a crash. Sorry. See if I can bring that out a little bit. What am I looking for? Shaper table. Let's get something weird. That's fucking sick. Okay. Maybe something that's a little less loud though. I don't know where we're gonna put that, but I would like there to be like a right there. Definitely needs like one or two more sounds to keep it interesting, and it needs a little bit more contrast, but it's interesting. Yeah, I'd like this to be a little more interesting. Interesting sound. It's still not quite working though. What if I pitched it? Just trying different shit. Okay, that sounds pretty sick. That's also kind of sick. Interesting. Wait, what just happened? Ow. Fuck. Sorry. I just want that low rumble. Well, maybe we do want that, so. I like this, but I really want this to not stick out like a sore thumb. Cool. All right. Let's go into some of my rolling sampler stuff and see if we can get anything that could act as a drone. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear. That fucking blows. I do like this. This rim shot could be kind of cool to have a switch up. We could probably do something there maybe that might sound interesting for this fill. I don't know. I think it's just missing some. Like I think that like the main groove is there, but we just need a little bit more, like a little bit more detail or something that can make the track come alive. That's pretty sick. Maybe there's something we could do with that. Do I have like hundreds of gigs worth of WAV files in rolling sampler folder? Hundreds of gigs? No. Several? Yes. VST development only in C++? No, there's also plug data and some other things. Thank you for the donation. You don't have to donate to ask me questions. I'm not trying to layer this over here. I'm just trying to see if I can get some texture over this to like have. Plug data might be getting an update that lets you package plug data patches into VSTs soon. That'd be cool. It's close. Like I think that there's a lot of potential here with this. Let me see if I have anything that's like
Boy, 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 yeah. Yes. Take the chance.
Get the metal snake. Destroy Metal Gear. Metal Gear's base is up ahead. Metal Gear is...
Hmm.
God help us. Metal Gear is moving. I do not... Snake, stop. If you take that
Oh, it
out,
doesn't
you're
matter.
down.
Like, I still
It
appreciate
looks
it.
like Wolf is... Snake. What the hell are you doing, Snake?
Whose footprints are these?
That's kind of cool.
Whose footprints are these? Whose footprints are these? Whose footprints are these? Just a box.
Imagine if I make this song about this. Oh my god. Huh? Just a box. Oh my god, dude. I think we should do it just to... I live in the U.S.
Just a box. 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 Just a box.
How many just the boxes do I
Get
have?
out of the way. Get 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 out of the way. Just a box.
Alright, now the question is, where do I fit it? Just a box. Yeah, I know. I wish that this didn't have all this reverb on it.
Eat this. Eat this. Eat this. Die. What was that noise? What was that noise? Huh?
Maybe this would be funny. Huh? And just call the song Clueless. Dude, no, fuck. Why is Billy all of a sudden taking a shit on me?
Huh? What was that noise? Get out of the way.
Be careful.
Whose footprints are these? Whose foot? Just a box. Just a box. Just a box. Box. Mr. Box. Mr. Box. Mr. Box. Mr. Box. Mr. Box. Mr. Box.
That's fucking hilarious. Some of those sound clips remind me of World of Tanks. It's from Metal Gear. The box.
Gather heroes. Anti-person.
Mr. Box.
What happened here? Excuse me.
Mr. Box.
Thank you.
Mr. Box.
This is so stupid. That's so funny, man. No, Jersey. No. Look at her trying to just force her way onto my lap. I know. I'll take you out in a second. Hold on. I know. Down, Jersey. Get down.
Mr. Box. Mr. Box.
That's fucking hilarious, man. Just the box. I probably won't keep that, but that is really funny.
Mr. Box.
I lost track of Mer... Colonel. Did you find Merrill? Crows.
Come on, Snake.
Damn, we can't get through. Darn, no key.
Deep throat? No,
Did that do it?
Did you find Merrill? Sort of.
Do they really?
I'm looking for like an obscure Vox that's just, you know what I mean?
Find that key. It fell somewhere.
fire that machine gun with your...
First, the DARPA chief, and then President... For the time being, let's trust what Deep Throat told us.
I'm not trusting shit,
Get up.
bitch.
Give up. I can read your mind.
Give up. Make it easy on yourself.
Good. You've got...
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Hell yeah.
Good. You found a suppressor for the SOCOM pistol. If you equip that, you won't have to worry about being no...
Good job, Snake.
Got it yet? Please, Snake.
Huh? He's gone.
Nah!
Had enough. So, you're human after all.
Хорошо. You've gone insane?
You've gone insane.
Hey! Hey, I'm here.
Shut up in there, will you? All right. This thing has a ton of fucking white noise in it. Maybe I can use a loud split to remove the quiet dynamics. Huh. Interesting. Shout out to Dash. I actually learned that trick from him. Just makes it a little bit more bearable. I don't know anything about plugin development, to be honest. sounds pretty cool, man. I would like there to be like a little bit more physicality to the kick. Is juice pronounced ju yeah, it's juice.
Mr. Buck. Mr. Buck. Mr. Buck.
It's yeah, it's got potential. It's not quite where I want it to be yet, but I think that if I maybe come back to this, you know, sometime later this week or whatever, then we could do something cool with that. I think the just a box thing is just memes, but it is funny.
Mr. Buck.
What was the other idea we had going? Yeah, this is a way cooler idea. Cool. Does anybody have any questions about anything? I know, I know. She's like, why you ignoring me all day? It's like, I haven't. I took you out a couple hours ago. A few hours ago. Yeah. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Happy dog? Hmm? You got some crummies in your eye? Yeah. Little cutie patootie. Little cutie patootie. Yeah, I think this is about as much as I can listen to this loop today. But I probably will try to... I am going to maybe try to practice more drum and bass. I don't know. After going to Zayaku's show, I was like, man, I need to make some more of this stuff. And also, I had a pretty good turnout. I think that a lot of people were... I don't know. Maybe I just need to make more drum and bass because halftime is the less popular genre. It's just hard. Drum and bass is so fucking hard to make. Maybe I can bring Zayaku back over here sometime and he can help me out. And I can be like, what am I missing? What are the missing pieces? Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Mad. Oh shit. Neutral. Mad. Oh no. For some reason, she loves this. Watch if I stop. Oh, now she's focused on herself. Hey. It's just you. It's just you, sweet girl. It's just you. That's just you in the mirror. Yeah. You been good? Have you been good? Yes, you have. I like dogs as much as I love cats, I mean. Yeah, I like cats. I'm more of a dog person. Oh shit. But she's pretty great. You're pretty great. You're a good doggo. Alright guys. Well, I don't really have anything else that I want to do today. We had a good 3-hour stream, and I think that I'm just gonna hop off and get to work on some other projects that I need to do. But, ow! If anybody has any questions, you all can hit me up on the Discord. Make sure you join the Quick Play Spells by Wednesday. Check out alchemy.com if you want to support the channel. Other than that, I don't really have anything else that I want to do. Yeah, much love. I don't know. This is just practice for me, you know? Just practice. So we'll figure it out. But alright guys, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you all on Wednesday.